I'm Diana Steele, and I'm here at Fresh Street Market in West Vancouver, and today I'm talking about diabetes. Diabetes, for type 2 diabetes, is when there's too much sugar in the blood. Your body isn't able to produce enough insulin, or it's insulin resistant, so therefore not able to take that sugar out of the blood and into your cells so that you can use it. There are several things that we can do to manage our diabetes, but research has shown recently that the #1 line of defense should be reducing carbohydrates or glucose in our blood. And so that should be our first line of defense. So when you're looking at your overall diet, how can we eat a carbohydrate restricted diet when you have type 2 diabetes? Well, first of all, looking at some of the main sources of carbohydrates in your diet. We know the obvious ones. When you think of a carb, you think of rice, or perhaps your toast, or your bread, your cereal, pancakes, muffins, granola bars, cookies, crackers. So those are the obvious sort of starchy ones. But there are many other sources of carbohydrate in your diet that we need to be aware of. And the more we can cut them back, the better we will manage our blood sugars. Research is showing that if you can keep your blood sugar level down through a low carbohydrate or carbohydrate restricted diet, it can assist in weight loss. It will help you get the glucose out of your blood, of course, may help you reduce the amount of medications that you're on, and it's going to help lower your triglycerides and increase your HDL, or your good cholesterol. So there's lots of benefits. So other foods that would have a lot of glucose or sugar would be any kind of syrup or jam or honey. But also look at your barbecue sauces, things like ketchup. They have added sugar in them. And your beverages. The #1 source of sugar in our diets are things like pop and juice that all have carbohydrates that will increase your blood sugar levels. And then finally, fruits and vegetables. And these I don't want you to eliminate by any means, but I don't want you to eat 5 bananas if you have type 2 diabetes. I would recommend you have a banana and 5 or 6 almonds. Having a little bit of protein in place of some of the carbohydrate can help to control the blood sugar. Not only how it rises, so it slows the rise of blood sugar, but it helps to maintain it. So adding protein to your meals can be very important. Other research is around artificial sweeteners, and this recent research that was published in Nature in September of 2014 found that the way when we eat an artificial sweetener, our gut microflora, so the bacteria in our gut, actually change their composition and their function, and it's thought that perhaps they're producing a substance that's causing an inflammatory reaction within our gut, affecting the way that we utilize sugar. And so researchers are now recommending that we re-look at these artificial sweeteners because they don't seem to be helping with weight loss. So what is in fact going on when we're eating these artificial sweeteners, and are they affecting our gut microflora and affecting our glucose tolerance? The other really important factor to consider if you have type 2 diabetes is the research around sodium. The research was done on people who consume high levels of sodium. So this was 59 milligrams of sodium per day. Now remember, your average intake should be no more than 2,300 milligrams. So these people are eating a lot of sodium. And they found that people that were eating 5,900 milligrams of sodium per day actually had double the risk of cardiovascular disease than those who were eating less sodium. And that would be, for those other people who were still eating a lot, 2,900 milligrams of sodium. So if you have type 2 diabetes, reducing your sodium can help reduce your risk for cardiovascular disease. So top 3 things to think about. #1, reduce those sources of carbs that are easily reduced. Make sure you're getting lots of fiber when you do eat those carbohydrates, and get rid of the sugars. Reduce the artificial or avoid artificial sweeteners if you can, and reduce that sodium. And you should be on your way to maintaining a healthy lifestyle living with your type 2 diabetes.
Thanks, Diana. If you have any questions for Diana, you can contact her 604-739-3290 or check out her website, eatingforenergy.com. You can also follow Diana on Twitter at eatingforenergy.